Mike Cernovich, DangerandPlay.com, Gorilla Mindset. Here's the real reason K-File is actually in a lot of trouble. I'll tell you why. And I'm gonna, be short. Public shame. People have moved on from public shame. You can't do it anymore. I'm old enough to remember the Justine Sacco, the Pax Dickinson, the hey, let's find a person who maybe isn't famous and dig up their tweets. It's called tweet mining. You find their tweets. It's called tweet mining. You find the most vile tweets, take them out of context, and then you form an online hate mob, and then you form a hashtag, and then you smash that person. So, for example, K-File was part of the Justine Sacco hate mob. The hashtag for that was, has Justine landed yet? I'm not going to go through and repeat the whole story because it's late. But if you want to learn more, you can go to just Google Justine Sacco. But the big issue here that people are missing is that K-File, his mistake is that you can't do it anymore. You can't publicly shame people anymore, and that is it's a trend people like K-File have kind of missed. So K-File, he was all about, because he's done it to me. He's tried to publicly shame me. The reason I went so hard on K-File is last year he went hard on me. Last year he dug through tweets, took them out of context, wrote a whole article on CNN about me. He got 5,000 page views. Well, Andrew, how did that work out, Andrew? You wrote your little hate article about me. You got 5,000 page views. You tweet mined me. You took me out of context. You didn't ask me for comment. Just like a little punk, right? You didn't say, hey, Mike, were you being satirical? What did you really try to do here? You took all my tweets, Andrew. You took them out of context. And as most people know by now, I do a lot of satire. And you got 5,000 page views. Mike Cernovich got his revenge. I always get the last laugh. I hold grudges for a lifetime. Just so you know that just because I haven't gone after certain people, don't ever think I've forgotten and move on. Because I don't. I always remember. So I've been waiting to catch K-File slipping. So right when I read that article, I'm going to gloat a little bit. Right when I read that article, I read that one sentence. I started that whole narrative that he was doxing people. The whole narrative, I got that going because I knew that he made me. And that's why did I care? Because he went after me and got 5,000 page views. That's the whole point. He got 5,000 page views on me. He tried to publicly shame me, tried to form an online hate mob. Look at Cernovich. He's this, he's that. That's fine, man. If you want to take a shot at me and you want to try that public shaming bullshit, that tweet mining bullshit, I can play it too. Go read my pen tweet. Go read my pen tweet. Nobody does a hit piece like I can do. Creepy Andrew KACZYNSKI harasses women, spreads fake news. Go to my pen tweet and read that article. No, you're never going to do a more nastier hit piece than I could do. I will do the nastiest hit articles out of anybody. So if you want to play that game and you want to do the whole public shaming bullshit, you can do it to me. But you can't do it to private people. This is what people have missed. If you found my top secret Reddit account, which I don't have, but let's say I had a secret Reddit account and I posted memes all day, and you found it and you wrote an article about it, you know how many people would care? Nobody would care. There'd be no hashtag. If you had tweeted out, we found Cernovich's secret hashtag, but we're not going to post it because he apologized, nobody would give a crap because I'm a public figure. I'm a big boy. I can handle my own business, right? I have my own platforms. You can't go after private people anymore. That has passed. That was 3 or 4 years ago, where you could take something like Justine Sacco and just say, you know what? You're not a famous person. You're not a public figure. But we're going to make you a public figure, and we're going to do it in the most harmful, hurtful way you can. So Andrew led that rape mob, right, with Sam Biddle and Gawker. They all led that rape mob against Justine. But the culture has moved on from that. The only people who do that SJW shit, that is now SJW BS, where you dig through the tweets of a random person and you go after that. Oh my God, look at that tweet. And it doesn't even work on me. That's the whole thing. Andrew tried to dig up my tweets, take them out of context, do an article on CNN about them. That's how he got on my radar. I was like, who's this guy, K-File, talking shit on me, lying about me, treating things that were satire as being literally true. And I said, all right, K-File, I'll get you. Now, K-File can think he's going to come back for me, but the difference between me and them is that hit pieces don't land on me. Hit pieces don't land on me because I don't pretend to be a goody two-shoe. So you dig up stuff all you want. Do your little hit articles all the time. Do your little hate articles all the time. They're never going to land. They're never going to work because that's part of who I am. It doesn't work. But you can't go after random Reddit users. You can't go after Ken Bone. You can't go after Justine Sacco. You can't go after private people anymore and publicly shame them. The name and shame a private person. I'm going to name and shame a Reddit user because he insulted the $20 billion corporation that I work for. K-File, CNN's valuation is $20 billion. That's what CNN is valued at. $20 billion. So K-File, the man of the people, what a populist hero, speaking truth to power. He's mad that people insulted a $20 billion multinational corporate conglomerate. Get out of here, bro. Get over yourself. Get over yourself and the idea that you're some kind of underdog. You're a shill for a massive corporation. You're living in New York in a nice apartment. His rent is $6,500 a month. So he's doing all right. K-File is paying $6,500 a month in rent. So he's doing okay in life. I'm not going to feel bad for this guy. Paying $6,500 a month in rent, working for a $20 billion corporation, going after a Reddit user, trying to destroy that person's livelihood. Can't do it. People have moved on from that, guys. That's the whole point. So the point of it, the real reason this backfired against K-File is that you can't go after random nobodies and threaten them and name and shame these people. Those days have long gone. People, even liberals.
Did you eat that coconut thing?
Yeah, I did. But you have those coconut-covered almonds. They're good, but the chocolate isn't quite dark enough.
The dark chocolate almond peanut butter chocolate better.
Yeah, because those are just, that's milk chocolate. It isn't that good.
This is dark chocolate.
It is, but it's not dark enough, though. It's probably like 40% dark. Does it have that earthy undertone?
No.
Anyhow, I'm going to get going. If you are in media, don't publicly shame people anymore. If you are in media, don't form an online internet hate mob and go after random people. You can't do it anymore. I'm just telling you right now. The backlash against look what they did to Milo. And people didn't care because they knew Milo's a public figure. So the whole media, they went after Milo. They publicly shamed him. They lied about him. And people didn't really care because they're like, Milo's a public figure. He can do on his own, fine. That's just the game. There's a difference between being a civilian and being in the game. So if the media goes after Milo, nobody's going to cry any tears like, well, Milo's got to fight for himself. If they go after me, nobody's going to cry any tears. Cernovich has to fight for himself. But if you're going to go after a private citizen, a random nobody who's anonymous, and he hasn't made death threats, and he hasn't threatened your life, he's just doing dodgy humor, edgy memes, whatever, you lost the moral high ground. You lost the plot. You can't do it anymore. So if you're in the media, don't name and shame private individuals. That's the kind of bullshit SJWs do. You can't do it anymore. If you're at a big, massive $20 billion corporation, you can't go after people like that anymore. The internet is going to come after you. And they are going... Why do you apologize? The guy was terrified. What are you talking about? The guy, The guy's whole life is good. Do you have any idea what it's like? I mean, K-File knows. If the guy hadn't apologized, K-File would have doxed him, and then the guy would be getting death threats, he'd be getting swatted, people would be spoofing his phone number, they'd be hacking into his accounts, they would be at his house, banging down his door, they'd be threatening his family, they'd track down his parents. If he had kids, they'd track down where the kids go to school and take pictures of the kids at school. Let's get the fuck out of here with this shit that K-File is just some, like, truth teller. That guy's whole life would be ruined. That's why I apologize. His whole life would have been over. And he'd never get a job again. And his life would be in danger. He had to apologize. So fuck K-File. I don't feel bad for what's happening to him. I'm glad it's happening to him. Me personally, I haven't doxed K-File or gone after him. He deserves everything that's coming his way karmically. K-File wanted to ruin and destroy this guy's life over an internet Twitter beef. How could you not see how petty that is?
He wasn't even dissing you personally.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't even dissing K-File personally. Even if he was, get over it. People diss me every day.
People diss me every day.
Yeah, people diss Shauna every day. I don't care. Unless you're making a death threat against me, or I don't even care about the death threats of me. Unless you threaten my daughter's life or my wife's life, I don't care what you say about me. Diss me all day, right? You don't go after people over a few GIFs or a couple memes, man. You've lost you've lost the plot of your life. Forget about more legit. You've lost the plot of your life. You're thinking, I'm going to show this guy who posted a GIF on Reddit of a pro wrestler elbow slamming CNN. What the fuck is wrong with you? For real, bro, what the fuck? What malfunctions in your brain that you're thinking, I'm going to show this guy who made a GIF that Donald Trump found somewhere on Reddit or some board or got emailed. And I'm going to show this guy, because how dare he do a pro wrestling GIF of somebody elbow slamming the corporate logo. It wasn't even a person. It wasn't even a face. It was a corporate fucking logo. What malfunctions in your brain that you do that? For real, K-File. What the fuck happened, bro? Take a day off, man, and turn your phone off. Yeah, do some real hardship, bro. Go volunteer in a soup kitchen or something. Just take the day off, bro. Turn your phone off and just think, I'm triggered as fuck over a GIF of a pro wrestler. GIF, I change it so people won't argue with me. I do it both ways. That way just people shut up. I want to argue with people about the proper pronunciation. It's GIF, by the way, just so you know. It's GIF, not GIF like the peanut butter. It's GIF.
It is GIF.
No, it's not GIF like the peanut butter. It's GIF.
His last name is GIF.
Well, I don't care. People say dox with 2 X's. That's a normal thing. Normie.
I always say GIF.
Dox is 1 X.
Really it's GIF.
Okay, point is, I don't care. This is another thing. This is what we're talking about. You know, this is the world we live in. Point is, K-File needs to turn off his phone and just say, what the fuck happened to my life? This is why I went to journalism school. This is why I became a journalist. To go after an anonymous person on Reddit because he posted a GIF of a pro wrestler elbowing a corporate logo. If you can't, this is one of those things where if you can't see why you fucked up, you need counseling or therapy, or you need to get out of your bubble. You need to talk to some real people. Go talk to some people that haven't had work for a year. Go talk to somebody with a sick kid. Go talk to somebody with a parent who has Alzheimer's. Go find somebody whose parent has Alzheimer's and say, you know what, man? There's this guy on Reddit and he posted a GIF of the CNN logo being elbowed, and I'm just fired up, and I'm gonna ruin this guy's fucking life, man. I'm fired up. Go tell that to a parent or to a person who has a parent with Alzheimer's. Go to a children's hospital. Go talk to somebody who has a child who's sick, maybe a child who has third-degree burns, maybe in a house fire. Go say hey to that parent. Your kid has third-degree burns. I'm really fired up because the corporate logo was defaced on Reddit, and I'm just gonna ruin this guy's life. Go do it, bro. Go volunteer at a soup kitchen. Talk to some drug addicts. Talk to some opiate people. Volunteer to suicide hotline for a night. Do a lot of things you can do, man. Because if you can't see this is fucked up, if you can't see your priorities and your mindset are fucked, because you're in a bubble and you need to get the fuck out of that bubble, man. Because you're going to be cheating on your wife or she's going to cheat on you. I'll tell you that right now. If your priority, I'll just tell you, bro, K-Fall just got married. 100%. If you're getting fired, but it's true though. Do you deny it though?
Let's not go.
Well, it might not be nice to say, but it's true though.
No.
It's true. So if that's where K-Fall's priorities are, his life's over, dude. Get out of your bubble. Go talk to some people who don't work for big, massive media corporations and ask them how seriously you should take people who make a humorous meme about a corporate logo and a pro wrestling fight. Educate yourself, and then maybe you'll understand why Trump won. This is why Trump won. Thanks for tuning in. Mike Search. Kill all the normies. This is not a death threat. I just picked it up, though. Thin book. Kill All the Normies is a brilliant expose into the new faces of online nihilism and fascism. So this is by a liberal chick. Angela, get that out of there. What are you doing, dude?
Special effects.
This is a book about internet culture. Kill All the Normies. I got this. Going to be a quick read on internet culture. I read a couple of. Are we trying to get? Are we trying to get into my camera, man?
Behind this pillow.
Hey, I'm trying to get into it.
Come on.
Kill All the Normies. We got this. This will tell you what happened. The Gamergate changed everything. A lot of people. Wow. Now Julius is over here now. Everybody's just trying to be around the sun, man. Problem with having my level of charisma is people are drawn to you.
Stop it right now.
They just can't.
Stop it right
You're
now.
right over there. I'll zoom in on you guys. I'll bust you right now. Don't try to act too cool.
What do you mean?
Don't act too cool. So the thing is, Gamergate changed everything now. Gamergate was kind of the high-level mark of the SJW-run media. After Gamergate, people were like, no more of this shit. No more going after random people. No more doxing private people and ruining their lives and publicly shaming them over a couple of tweets. You can't do it anymore, man. You can't do it anymore. So read the book, Kill All Normies. It'll explain to you the culture. There's a frog on the book, by the way, just so you know. See, that's like, this is smart marketing right here. Kill All the Normies. And...
You're getting sick.
What's that?
You're getting sick.
I just took my vitamin C.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Mike Search, DangerPlay.com. Gorilla Mindset.